Yo, today I'm gonna be talking about run caps because everyone's running these days and it's hot. It's great for ventilation on your head and it's just something really fun that I like making. So I just wanted to share with you all how I do it. So if you want to make some run caps for you, your run club, your mom, your dad, anyone who does running, this video is gonna be for you. One of my favorite things about these hats is because it is nylon, you can either use a heat press or you can use embroidery. So here's some examples that I have. These are all made with the Econo reflective, I believe. You can use any other reflective like Caesar or Stahls. I think they all got their own reflective, but these are all from the Econo because I had a bunch of rolls left and I didn't want to waste it. And then yeah, you can see that these designs come out pretty good. You get a nice reflective look because when you're running, you definitely want visibility so you don't get hit by a car because safety is key. And here's some embroidered examples that I also did with my Racoma. So it actually came out really good. I was afraid of it puckering because it is really thin. This is nylon and you can tell this is mesh right here. So amazing breathability when you're running, good for summer months when it's hot. And I've tested this so many times. Like I have a lot of these hats now that I wear at least once a week, wash them up. So this one I actually embroidered it a little bit too high, but when it's on your head, it actually looks okay because this seam is a little bit lower. So it actually doesn't look too bad, even though when it's flat, it looks a little off. But yeah, these are from AS Color. They got navy, they got black, and they got like a white one. The white one I'm not a big fan of because I noticed that it's really see-through. So I stick with these ones, the black ones. And the back strap is also a really good selling point of the mesh ones because if you look at the back here, the mesh ones, you can take the strap out, adjust it, and tuck it back in. And unfortunately, these ones, the two-tones, even though I love this colorway, this back band is sewn in, it's elastic. So if people tighten it, they have to tighten it inward like this. And it's not really self-explanatory that that's how you're supposed to do it. So that some people were tightening it backwards like this. And they were like, yo, why does my, why do I have to wear my hat like this with the band sticking out? So I think that's like a design error, to be honest, on AS Color. I talked to them a little bit. I was like, yo, I love this hat, but you guys really need to fix this band. Like, I can't sell this because people don't like this. And even though my average review on all my products are like a 4+, this one got like a 3.5 because of this back adjustable or not adjustable band. And also this front bill is a little thin and cheap feeling. Obviously when you're running and stuff, it's nice to have higher performance gear because every ounce matters when it's on your head. When you're sweating, you don't want it to be heavy. So like that's why the mesh is really awesome. But this one just has a really cool look to it. So AS Color, if you're watching this, please fix this back and please make a slightly nicer bill and I will be ordering these by the hundreds again. So one of the main reasons why I wanted to make this video was actually when I started making this hat right here, because the detail on this hat, if you can see how small the letters are, I did this for my Cameo at home. And when people think of the Cameo, they think it's like that home cutter. It can kind of do stuff, but not good work. But I was really impressed with the detail it was able to cut. You can see that it was able to nail all the smallest details on this cut, even the small like hairline looking lines. And I just couldn't believe it because I usually try to set myself a limit of like, if the letters are smaller than a certain size, I'm not gonna cut it, especially because I don't want to waste my time or waste materials. But because I had a lot of reflective in stock, I was like, fuck it, let's just run it and see what happens. So if you have the cutter, just remember that you can push the limits to see what's possible. And that's what's cool about owning your own machine is like, you don't have to wait for someone else to tell you what you can or cannot do. Obviously, you might waste money doing some R&D, but that's the whole point of learning is you gotta spend money to learn these things so you can make cool shit. So we're gonna go to the heat press and let's press this vinyl so I can show you what the hat looks like. Today we're gonna be using the Hotronix IQ 360 right here, hat press. 12 seconds for the press, 304 on the top platen. Pressure is about a 6 or a 7 for that firm to hard press. You don't want to go too heavy on some hats because if you go too heavy, it's going to leave crease marks, but because this is nylon, it doesn't really matter too much. I'm pretty sure I mentioned this in a previous video, but the reason why I leave a box around my artwork is so that you know where the center point is. Because if you cut this without this box, you're not going to know where the center is and you're going to have to eyeball it. But this way, you can just fold it in half and get a clear indicator where the center is. so you're never gonna fuck up on placing the vinyl on your hat, apparel, whatever it is. So make sure you cut a square around your vinyl, put that fold mark, and you'll be getting it centered every single time. So we're ready to press. I'm gonna get the hat. Each hat has one of these guys in here for support. And then we got a tearaway label on the inside, which makes life a lot easier. Tear that out. We're gonna load the hat up. It is nylon, so you don't want to press it for too long. Hit it with that initial press first to get rid of the wrinkles. Make sure it's a smooth surface. And I can tell that the pressure is a little weak because I was doing patches. And with patches, you don't want to smash it too much. So now we're at a 6 or a 5, a little bit more. And then we'll get the vinyl here. I'm gonna take off the borders. The reason why I keep the borders is because when I stack this up with a lot of other vinyl, it doesn't stick. And this way you get to keep them separate and you don't risk the vinyl lifting up. So make sure that when you're doing reflective, all the small pieces are gone because sometimes it gets stuck and you don't notice it until you press it. So we're gonna press it, center line, easy to see. Obviously you guys probably can't see the close-up, but I'll show you the product once it's done. So I'm centering it right now on the platen, on the hat. Everything looks good. Keep your fingers on it. Bring this down. And we just wait 11 seconds. And this is a warm peel. So I wait like a couple seconds before I peel it off. Sometimes the transfer sheet just comes off, like you just saw right there. Just came off clean. So the hat's actually already done. Make sure you don't touch the vinyl on the first peel because it's really hot, and depending on the type of vinyl, it might come off or it might warp. So don't touch the surface. If you see dust and stuff, try your best to just lightly graze it out of the way. And then I have this silicone thing that I use to press it in so that I don't get any weird marks or anything because it's very clean and smooth. This is from Trader Joe's. It's like a pan silicone thing that I cut up. Then I just leave it on there, give it a second press. Boom, pops off. Unclip that shit, and then here it is. I'm actually always impressed when I see this final product because you just can't appreciate the specific details until it's on a garment or a hat. So this UKG hat design, I really like it. It's reflective, so you can see the light shining off of it a little bit right now, and all the details in the lettering, which it's pretty incredible considering that I cut this at home with the Cameo. So a lot of people might think the Cameo is a home cutter for crafters, but look at all the detail. You all saw how small the letters were, so this is super dope, and I hope you can make something similar as well. That wraps up the tutorial for today. Hope you all learned something from this video. As you can see, it's super simple once you have the cuts down and then the right materials, the heat press, you just gotta slap it on and it takes like 24 seconds to make one hat. So if you got a run club, you got an online store, if you wanna sell these hats, make sure you apply what you learned and put it online so you can make some money. And as always, thank you all for watching my videos. I really appreciate everyone that comes and supports. I'm somehow past 2,000 subs, so sincerely guys, thank you so much for all the support. I know I only post some shorts right now because I've been a little bit slacking on the long form, but I'm back at it. I feel motivated, I feel charged up, I'm ready to go. Because the last video, I know I was a little bit sad and trying to figure things out, but everything goes in waves, ups and downs, small business vibes, that's just how it goes. So I'm glad that y'all get to experience this with me through my journey of running this clothing brand, design firm, whatever the hell this thing is that I'm doing. But yeah, it's really nice that I get support from y'all. And if you guys want to learn more, make sure you follow my page, subscribe, go to my Instagram. I show things all the time. I also have my design assets, 50 assets for $6 or whatever the price is now. It's pretty affordable. And I also have my ultimate blanks list, which talks about all the hats, apparel, anything you can think of in the blank space. And make sure you grab it because I have been updating it every month whenever I find some new stuff. So this hat is a little bit different from the one I showed you in the video, but it's similar, different vibe, different mesh, but these things that I discover, I throw them into the list if I like it. So make sure you check that out. It'll be in the description box below. And as always, thank you all for watching my video, and I'll catch you on the next one.